Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing about digestants. So what are digestants? Substances that are intended to promote the digestion of the food in the gastrointestinal tract are called as digestants. Coming to the types, they are either proteolytic, amylolytic or lipolytic enzymes. Lytic indicates which aid in the breakdown. So these are the enzymes which aid in the breakdown of fats and proteins, etc. Coming to the uses, they are mainly used to treat dyspeptic symptoms, they are used as appetite stimulants, they are used as health tonics, and they should be used only when the enzyme is deficient in the gastrointestinal tract. Now coming to the various digestants, the first one is hydrochloric acid. It aids in the breakdown of proteins and fats. It may be used to treat achlorhydria. Achlorhydria is a condition where there is no production of HCl. Now coming to the dose, it is used in 5 to 10 ml of dilute HCl, that is 10% concentration, should be further diluted to 100 to 200 ml with water and sipped with a straw. Care must be taken that it should prevent the contact with teeth. Coming to the next one, it is pepsin. It aids in the breakdown of proteins into small peptides. It may be used along with HCl in the gastric achilia. Achilia due to atrophic gastritis, gastric carcinoma and pernicious anemia. So achilia which is caused due to atrophic gastritis, gastric carcinoma or pernicious anemia can be treated with the help of pepsin. The next one is papain. It aids in the breakdown of proteins into small peptides and amino acids. Papain is a proteolytic enzyme. It is obtained from raw papaya. The next one is pancreatin. It is a mixture of pancreatic enzymes obtained from hog and pig pancreas. It mainly contains amylase, trypsin and lipase. Coming to the uses of pancreatin, it is mainly used to treat chronic pancreatitis, exocrine pancreatic deficiency. Fat and nitrogen content of stools may also be reduced by using pancreatin. Diarrhea may also be prevented in some cases, and it has to be used as enteric coated tablets or capsules in order to protect these enzymes from being themselves digested in the stomach by pepsin. This is an important point. Pancreatin should be taken as an enteric coated tablet or as capsules. Coming to the side effects, nausea, diarrhea and hyperuricemia are the side effects of pancreatin. The next one is diastase and takadiastase. These are the amylolytic enzymes obtained from fungus Aspergillus oryza. They have been used in pancreatic insufficiency, but the efficacy is questionable or uncertain. The next one is methyl polysiloxane. It is a silicone polymer and it is a viscous amphiphilic liquid. It reduces the surface tension and collapses the foam. Hence it is also used as anti-foaming agent. And one more important point is it is not absorbed from the GIT and is pharmacologically inert. It is mainly added to aid antacid, digestant and anti-reflux preparations to relieve the flatulence, and it also used to coat and protect the ulcer surface, to aid the dispersion of antacids in the gastric contents and to prevent the gastroesophageal reflux. So methyl polysiloxane is itself pharmacologically inert. It does not show any pharmacological activity. but it is used as an adjuvant to antacids, digestants and anti-reflux preparations to improve their efficacy and to relieve the flatulence. These are the various formulations that are available in the market with their respective compositions. The Aristozyme formulation contains fungal diastase, pepsin and simethicone. The next one is Digiplex. It contains diastase and pepsin. Next one is Entozyme. It contains fungal diastase and pepsin. And Lupizyme. It contains fungal diastase, pepsin and also vitamins such as thiamine, riboflavin, pyridoxine and B12 and also nicotinamide. The next one is Panzyl-Norm. It contains pancreatin and bile extract. Next one is Uni-enzyme. It contains fungal diastase, papain, simethicone, nicotinamide and activated charcoal. The next one is Vitazyme. It contains fungal diastase, cinnamon oil, caraway oil and cardamom oil. These are the digestants. These are the various formulations that are existing in the market. One more important point is the enzyme preparations containing an antispasmodic or a laxative or fixed dose of combinations of pancreatin, pancrelipase containing amylase, protease and lipase with any other enzyme are banned in India. This is an important point from jurisprudence point of view. The enzyme preparations containing any antispasmodic or laxative or fixed dose combinations of amylase, protease, lipase and or pancreatin are banned in India. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for further videos on pharmacology.